Hi, Christine Byer here, licensed master esthetician for 19 years. And this week, just wanted to check in, tell you a little bit about a special I've got going on. A lot of my clients use SculPLLA. It's a K-beauty product, and this is the SculPLLA Mist, and this is what's being featured in my group this week. And SculPLLA and the CaviPLLA, which is also something that I sell, they're both Korean beauty products that are smash hits in Korea. And the SculPLLA facial filler mask has been a smash hit in Korea for, it's got to be 10 years now. And they just introduced it, they just let us have it, what, last year, year and a half ago? I don't know. I've been talking about it nonstop since then, but still one of my favorite ways to fill back in the face, fill in fine lines and wrinkles. I have done 2 SculPLLA treatments to myself in the last 2 weeks, and anytime you do a treatment where you're burning a bunch of facial skin, i.e. Fibroblast, I have to put it back on because it will burn off the SculPLLA. So SculPLLA is really interesting. If you haven't heard of it before, it's always nice to review. SculPLLA contains L Lactic Acid, and that is a biostimulator. And when it's injected into the face subdermally, it basically stimulates the skin to produce its own collagen, and it will really fill back in faces. And I can't remember what year it was, but they first tried it on AIDS patients because, you know, they just get that emaciated look to their face. And I saw an episode of Botched. I don't know if anybody else watches Botched like I do. I love Botched. And I saw an episode where a gal had sarcoma, something, but it had wasted away at all her facial fat. And I thought, I mean, I felt bad for the gal because it started in her teens. And if you can imagine, at a time when you have the fullest, plumpest, juiciest face of your life, to see your face start to degrade from then, it's just that was heartbreaking. But what they did for her face is they injected, I don't know how many vials of SculPLLA, and she came back a month later. It's not instantaneous. It takes a little while to generate, but she came back probably a month, 6 weeks later, and her face was full. I mean, she looked normal again. And I was like, oh, I love SculPLLA, and I love SculPLLA. I've had SculPLLA as a filler. I think it was 2016. It's all gone now on the inside, but I did like it. I didn't like it down here, but I liked it around the temples and the eyes, and I feel like it did a great job. Now, for some reason, they can't put it like in the hollows of the eyes, which is a real bummer. But I can put my SculPLLA in the hollows of my eyes. They also can't put it like around the lips for some reason. I was like, why? You know, you need it around the lips. Though they have more stable fillers for those areas, thicker fillers that tend to stay put better, that are better suited for the highly active mouth area. So some more active than others. But anyway, so going on, I just wanted to talk to you about SculPLLA. It's still one of my favorite anti-agers in my toolkit because it inserts the polylactic acid deep within my follicles, and that stimulates my skin on a regular basis to produce more collagen. Between that and neogenesis and fibroblast, I feel like I'm set. I'm set for the aging train. Anyway, this week we are going to be doing a giveaway. So my assistant has it set up as the first 10 or 20 to buy get a little rollerball. I made up a bunch of these rollerballs and gave them away in my group last year, and it was just a smash hit. They just loved it because when you put this on your face, it goes everywhere, right? I mean, it just goes in a uniform layer. But when you have it in a little rollerball applicator, you can roll it right into the nooks and the crannies and right over the wrinkles. You can put it exactly where you want it. So it's kind of a fun way to put it on, and it feels good. So we'll be giving some of those away in the next month. Kathy's working on that promotion. So look for that. If you're in my Clear Blend mini users group, look for that. Oh, and then the Cavi. I wish I could put this and a little rollerball, but that's not how it works, because when you dispense this out, because they kept asking them for something that would really deposit the polylactic acid into the skin. And they had the SculPLLA Mist, but it's kind of, you know, it's not a really super hydrating formula. It's more of a treatment product. So the Koreans are really crazy about caviar, and so they put in caviar on a lot of their products. And it's also, it's the thickness of a sleeping mask. And so you put it on, it bubbles up, and everything in this mask is for anti-aging and for product penetration. So it bubbles up because that oxygen is pushing the polylactic acid into the follicles. The caviar is full, it's rich with amino acids, which are the precursors to collagen. So it's a nice product. It's got some weight to it, and it leaves your skin a little bit tacky, which I love. I actually can wear it under makeup, that's no problem. And you know, it's a 4-ounce bottle, so it lasts quite a long time. If you wear it just at night, it's going to last you at least 4 to 5 months, and you need about 4 pumps per application, and you need to do it boom, 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 all in a row, because it's pressurized, the canister, which is the reason why I can't put this in a rollerball and give it away, because it will use itself up. It's just not, it has to be contained because of the oxygen. So that's it. It's going to be a short video today. I have done SculPLLA treatments all day long to my clients. If you can't find a SculPLLA practitioner in your area, I'm sorry. It's such a great treatment. And there are rumors of Dr. Farm, which is the Korean manufacturer of all the SculPLLA, the Cavi, the SculPLLA, the SculPLLA mask, which has to be applied by a professional. There are rumors that they are coming up with a mask that has both polylactic acid and PDO. It is in the thread lifts. Have you seen those? They're really gruesome. And I have a client who has the pain threshold of a linebacker, and she says that it hurts. So it's called a thread lift, and they basically put different types of threads in, but they're all made of dissolvable sutures. So for major lifting, they'll put in the PDO, and those sometimes have little notches on them, so it will pull the skin up. And I think they last 1 to 2 years, and I just thought, when I saw it, I was like, oh, that looks so painful. But I guess they've worked most of the kinks out of it. But yeah, they're threads that go into your face and they lift it. And then the threads dissolve over time. And I guess the collagen forms around it, and it will stay a little bit longer than just after the threads dissolve. But the PDO is the stronger type. And so the reason we're excited about this rumored new mask is that you'll get the filling result of the SculPLLA and the polylactic acid, but you'll get the tightening effect of the V-lift, which is, I did a video on that, and that's mostly PDO. So that would be a blending of the best of both worlds, where you can get a tightening effect and also some projection and filling with both of those dissolvable suture products. So thanks for watching. I will see you next time. If you're not in my group, please join. I will go back to Q&A. I just wanted to get this video out about SculPLLA since the giveaway is going on. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye now.